Imperial Tropicals. Sorry, I gotta get the camera situated. So today, guys, we're gonna talk about some fish. We're gonna look, see what we have available. We're going to talk about our website, what's going on with it, for our regular customers and even our new customers. I'm sure you guys have noticed that the website hasn't been acting right, especially on the mobile end. So it is having issues on desktops also. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to turn you guys around. We're going to start looking at some fish and we're just going to talk. And if you guys have any questions, any requests, any fish you want to see, go ahead and shout out and let me know. We got Anthony on the computer in the office, so he can help you with any other questions. Alright, so here we have some Redfin Borelei. We used to breed this fish a lot, and we stopped because the amount of fry we had was just too many. And so we stopped breeding them. Now we get these from a local breeder. Really nice fish. Like the red fins on them. Let's see what else we have up here. Here we have the Chalumba Peacock. Hey April, we should have some male cockatoides available. Actually, I'll walk you guys over to that tank. We'll look at them. Here's a nice pair of actually, there's two males. One's just not colored up. This is a sulfur head peacock. Hey Michael, how's it going? Here's another tank of sulfur heads. These guys are a little bit bigger, a little more color. Probably because they're showing off for that female. Hey Jesse. Here we got the yellow banga. These guys are looking really good. You got a couple females in here too. So if you guys are looking for breeding projects or anything, if you guys ever don't see females available on our website, go ahead and ask. We always have a lot more females than what we know what to do with. So for example, here, more yellow bangas, and we got two males and probably, let's see, there's 2, 4, 5 females there. Actually, there's 3 males and 5 females, but a lot of these fish we do have females on. They're just not very popular, so sometimes they might show as unavailable even if we have them. Here is the flavescent peacock. These guys are nice. So we're gonna walk over. I'm gonna show you the triple reds, the cockatoides. So we're over here in the soft water section. Here's some hong sloy, Apistogramma hong sloy. It looks like we're down to just males left. Here's another tank of male hong sloy. Yeah, guys, it's really hot here. Some of our tanks are getting up to 87 degrees, so some of these tanks we're having to take the lids off. You can see the tank back there, help cool them off. It is a risk for us because, I mean, some of the fish do jump, but the heat, this water really retains heat, so once it heats up, it's kind of hard to cool down. Here's the L333, the Garupa Pleco, the Hypancistrus. These guys are really nice. We breed these here on the farm. This is an underrated Pleco, and for Hypancistrus, this is a nice one to, I'd say it's a nice starter Hypancistrus. They're very forgiving. They're not too picky on their water parameters. Relatively good price on those. So here's a few small males here. We have a lot more of these available. We breed these here. This is the triple red cockatoides. A nice small male there, another male there. I'll show you guys a bigger one. This fish isn't for sale. This is a breeder. This is what they can turn into. So this is a nice 2.5 inch male here. He's towards the back of the tank, so he's looking a little smaller, but he's about 2.5 inches. I really like the fins and the colors on the fins from these triple red cockatoides. Over here we have some little guys in right now. They're kind of small, but this is the Apistogramma Borreliae. This is the opal. Alright guys, let me read through these comments. I'm going to see what else you guys wanted to see. I think at the beginning I saw someone wanting to see some rainbows, so we can work on that. But I'm going to see what else. Alright. Texas cichlid. So we can go look at some Texas. How's it going, Harvey? Jack Dempsey. We might have some small ones in. I'll see about that. Plecos and Corys. And then somebody also asked about rainbows. Thanks for the like, Ed. Yeah, so, well, we'll look at a couple more plecos. And then we'll go over to the other sections. Alright, down here, the ever so popular and L046s, the zebra plecos. See if I can get a good angle on these guys. These guys spend most of their day hiding. But what a beautiful fish. It can be very hard to come by in the hobby. You guys see we got some pea puffers photo bombing. They're just in here to help with the snails. And if you look, it looks like they've done a really good job. Look at all those empty snail shells. So the pea puffers are earning their keep. So if you're ever having a snail problem and you have an appropriate tank, I highly recommend pea puffers. They got a cute face. They're very curious. They like to interact with each other and you. So there we go, the zebra plecos. This is just one tank of a few we have. There's another tank of zebra plecos down there. Here we go. See if we can see these guys. They're hiding. This is the L129 Colombian zebra. There's a few in there. They're mostly hiding. I'm not gonna get my hand in there. Here's the L201, the Orinoco Snowball. Got one down here. See if I can move this piece of wood. I love the Snowball plecos with that pattern, the black and the white. It's really nice. They got nice chunky bellies. They're looking really healthy. Get that lid back on. Here's another one I'm starting to really like. These are the L401s, the Rio Carrera Pleco. Not too different from a Colombian zebra. They're like a nice in between a Colombian zebra and a zebra pleco. with that pattern and the color. So these guys are looking really good too. So let's go look at a Texas. There's one big one over here. So I'll show you this one. He's just in his own tank. He was supposed to go to a wholesale order, but he was beat up about 2 weeks ago. And now he's all healed. I'll see if I can get him to turn so you guys can see him. This is just a Texas cichlid. Oh, he's gonna go hide in his cave back there. That was about a 4-inch green Texas. I'll go see if I can find the tank that we have all the sellers in. All right, here's the sale tank. These are actually electric blue Texas in this tank. It's hard to pick up the blue on these guys, but they are very blue. It's hard with the blue background. Matthew, we are in the right section for the yellow banded acara. If I come across them, I will show those. So yeah, these blue Texas are looking really good. These are about 3 to 4 inches. Here's my hand for reference. My hand from palm to palm is 4 inches, so take into consideration they're behind my hand. Geofega svenai. These guys are always colored up and always happy. And interesting fact, this is our #1 selling fish. Everybody wants these guys. They're great. They're hardy. They have good color. This tank doesn't have good light on it, so it's not really showing the amount of like I don't even know what to call it, like metallic color on them. It's not really picking all that up. But those are about 4 inches. Those are probably a 4 to 5 inch svenai there. Here's the smaller size. These are going to be a 2 to 3 inch size down here. These guys are always looking good. Let's see. Here's a new one, relatively new one to the farm. The Cara auroguea. Very similar to Cara curviceps, but these guys I find to be much nicer. The color on them is different. They can get some purple in them. One of their common names is the purple dwarf smiler. It looks like they're always smiling. You see that guy right there? They just look like they always have a smile. Really cute fish. Good community fish. They don't get much bigger than 2.5 inches. Here we got red spotted severums. Just some little guys here. So those are about 1 to 2 inch there. Angelfish. We have unlimited amounts of angelfish. We breed them here, and for those of you who have kept angels and bred angels before, you know once they start, they are hard to stop. Here's a new one for us, and I'm really excited about them. I really like them, and I'm fighting the temptation to get more fish. So I've actually been wanting to get these guys, but I'm not going to. I have enough fish. These are the veil-tail smoky Pinoy angels. So these guys are looking really nice. They have really big, really high fins. And then also in the tank is some blue ghost angelfish. So for you guys who don't know the ghost gene in angels, it just means they don't have any striping. So you just see the blue coloration. It's kind of patchy. So those are really nice. Lots of koi angelfish. Now these are just your standard koi angels. We do breed high coverage red koi angels, so these are the standard koi. There's a definite difference once they get bigger. You can see a huge difference in coloration. Yeah, these guys are looking good though. It's a 75 gallon. There's probably 100 fish in there, so they're looking really good. We got black angels. Bulgarian green angels down here. These guys are looking good. There's a nice one right there. These guys are relatively new to the hobby. The genetics on these guys is pretty interesting if you're into that. If you're into breeding angels, if you try to read up on them, some of it isn't too known yet. These guys are nice. Still looking for the yellow banded acaras. They are over here somewhere. Here we have just an assorted tank. So if you guys are gonna order like an assorted angel tank or assorted angel pack, you could get any of these colors. So you can see we got marble, we have gold, there's some silver. Sometimes there gets some more koi. Sometimes you get some that look like this. He's pretty cool. This guy right there. We're gonna walk around. So we'll get to the rainbows in a second, but there's some up here. These are the Lake Goiter Bozemani. But we're gonna come back over here. We're gonna continue with the angels. So here's the platinum angels. These guys are really nice too. What I like about these platinums is at the end of their tails, they all kind of have trailers. So our breeders weren't showing that trait, but all their fry are. So if you can see, they kind of have a little bit of extension on the top and the bottom of their tails, and that's looking really nice. So hopefully they keep that as they grow, and hopefully that's a trait that we can continue to breed. Still haven't came across the yellow banded acaras. Here's the Braziliensis. Now these guys get pretty big, so if you're gonna get these, just beware. Know what you're getting into. So, still haven't, oh here we go, right behind me here. The yellow banded acara. I might have to zoom in. There we go. They're not, the yellow isn't showing up too much in the tank, but these guys get nice and yellow, really bright. I like these guys. They have that classic acara face, that rounded face, the big eyes. I'd say most of these guys are 2 to 3 inches, but we do have them available at a little bit smaller size. So rainbows. Let's look at rainbows. All right. Down here we have Bozemani. These are the aquarium strain Bozemani, so no location attached to these guys. Been in the hobby for years, so the genetics on them could be really from any location. They're looking really nice always. They're always colored up. Here's the yellow rainbow. Really nice one. I love when the yellow rainbows really start showing the orange in their anal fins or their tails. I guess they show a little bit in their anal fin as well. But these guys, full size, full color, the yellow rainbow fish, the Melanitania Herbert axelrodi, always a really nice one. You got your threadfin rainbows here. Males have really nice trailers on their fins there. Got the Cali Biro. We breed these here. So these guys don't show too much color in the afternoon, but first thing in the morning, these guys are looking really good. The Signifer, now these guys are a nice smaller species. And these guys are just really showing off right now. This is nice. This is really nice to be able to show you guys this. Well, these guys do good in small, like planted tanks. They do good in medium-sized tanks too. You can keep them with small dwarf cichlids. You can keep them by themselves. You can keep them with plants. And they're gonna look good. He's schooling back and forth in this 40 breeder here. Here's another one we breed here, the Pricei, the Chilanthrina Pricei. Neon dwarf rainbows. That's a classic one there. I already showed you guys the Lake Ooter, and we breed these here. We work really hard to make sure that we keep this line pure and away from our other Bozemani strains. We used to try to grow them out in ponds, and we actually moved away from that just because we worry about fish getting mixed up coming in from the ponds and going out to the ponds. So here's the crimson spotted, or the Melanitania dubois. These are from Snapper Creek. Now these are a larger rainbow species. Not the most popular, but I find them to be really nice. So they're very shiny. So I mean, you can see this is a low light tank here, and they're just like glowing almost. The way the light shimmers off them is really nice. You got the Goiter River. As these guys get bigger, let me try to fight this glare for you guys. It's getting a little difficult in this corner. So the Goiter River, the males on these guys, when they get bigger, they're very nice. Lots of reds and blues in them. These are smaller. Not seeing too many males in the tank, and they're not colored up. Just like with all rainbows, they are much more colorful first thing in the morning. Here, got the Lake Antino Bozemani. Looking like it's mostly females. I see a couple males. They're not showing color either. Crazy Horse loves these fish. Thank you, Crazy Horse. We got the Kamaka Rainbows. And I'm gonna get out of this section, guys. The glare is really hard to work with, and you guys probably aren't really seeing much anyway. And this will be the last fish I show you in this section, the Parkinsoni. I feel like this is one of the most common, underrated rainbows. I don't see too many people keeping them. You got the nice orange tails on the males, and as they get bigger, they get more and more orange. And as you can see, as I come back farther, they really stand out. So those are really nice. So we'll come back here, we'll look at some other fish, some other types. Here we have a lot of peacocks and haps. There might be some Abuna. Here's the colored up. This is a nice treat there. You see that male? Of course he's going to be shy, but that's a Lunacara Aquilonium from Madoka. This is a really rare fish in the hobby. So if you're interested in rare fish, very uncommon here in the US, this is going to be one. Look at that male. This is the most I've seen him colored up, so this is pretty exciting. Got the plant in the way there, but he's definitely the dominant male in the tank. So those are a nice one if you're into rare fish. They do show pretty good color, but they have to be happy to show it. So if they're not happy, or if they're in a sail tank, they're not going to be necessarily showing their full color. Here it looks like blue lips, so these are the Williams Eye blue lips. It's funny how you see trends in the hobby. Nick, I'm glad that you like them. I'm glad those Madokas are looking good for you. The Aquilonium Madoka. But what I was saying was, guys, it's funny to see how trends come and go in the hobby. When I first started here about 6 years ago, these Williams Eye, they were one of the most popular fish that we sold, and now we don't breed them anymore. We buy them locally,